Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be doing a Grand Theft Auto San Andreas plane guide, and what we're going to do is fly and sort of review and tell you about and tell you how to fly and how to land and how to use the planes and most of the planes in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the ones that we think are most important. Now I am the co-pilot Oliver currently, and Pavle is flying. We will switch and. Yeah, here we go. So right now we are flying the Hydra. It is a military jet. Here, I'll just zoom in for you. It's a military jet, and it's high speed, and something that's interesting about it is its vertical takeoff and landing. Now,
if you hold 8, when you start it, it's vertical. It goes up. So if you hold 8, it turns into like a regular plane.
So it's vertical takeoff and landing, and so when you start it, it will always be in vertical mode, unless you're on the aircraft carrier, I believe. So the controls to change it from vertical takeoff and landing mode to normal mode are 2 and 8. Now 8 will change it to normal mode, and 2 will change it back. Another thing that's cool is this has two army weapons. It has a defense weapon and a attacking weapon. The attacking weapon is a missile system, and the defense weapon is a flare system. Now, what's interesting about the flare is once you drop a flare, a missile will hit it if somebody's shooting a missile at you. But if you hold the button, which is right control for missile deflect, for the missile flare system, you will lock onto any the closest vehicle that's on the screen. So if you see, say, a car and you're flying above a street, and there's a car, you'll be able to lock onto it and fire at it. Now, he's just crashed the plane, but that's okay because we are getting another one. Something that's interesting is there's a cheat for this plane. You can get it, and there's a couple places you can get it. You can get it at the actually there's only 2 places you can get it sometimes. So the first place that it'll most likely always be there is the aircraft carrier by Easter Bay, and the second place is the army base by Las Venturas. As you can see, this plane is very uncooperative. You need a lot of speed to take off, and it's hard. So now we'll move on to our next plane. This is the Pablo?
The AT-400. Now, I believe it can only be found in one location.
We're switching.
We're switching, and this is the AT-400. The big door is opening, and here it is.
So this plane is
It's an AT-400, and it's a large passenger plane, sort of like a Boeing 747 or something like that.
And it is found at.
It's found at Las Venturas Airport, and there's this really big garage that you stand in front of to open. It takes a long time for it to open, so you should be patient.
And
now, while you're in the garage, the camera is really confusing, but if you just back out, it'll be normal.
And when you're backing out, make sure you back out completely, and then use Q and E, the rudder thing. And there's a couple boxes by it, so it takes a lot of skill and lots of patience. I don't suggest anybody that's not very experienced to fly this plane if they kind of want to survive. It is a very, it's kind of like a fat pig of a plane. I don't think anybody would want to use it. It's just kind of there for fun. I don't think you really want to fly it at all. Now it needs a lot of space to take off, and once you take off, here we go. You pull up just slightly, and you can press 2 to retract the landing gear. That's on most planes you can retract the landing gear. On others you can't. And you should be able to tell. So this plane, as I said before, is sort of a pig. It's a big fat hog, and everything you do is slower. So if you're gonna turn, it's gonna you should expect it to be a very long, wide turn, and it's useless. So when you're flying this plane, you should not go straight up, or you'll stall, and it doesn't go terribly fast, but it's a jet plane, so you can get some good speed, but not that well. This plane has no defense systems, nothing in particular. All it does is just fly around. So landing it is extremely hard. I say this because compared to the jump jet, which is pretty uncooperative.
The Hydra.
The Hydra, sorry, my apologies. The Hydra, you have to press, like this is, I'll probably crash it right now. I'll just go in for a second pass, but the thing that's hard about it is it's a pig, so everything's slow. So if you're going to land it, you need to start braking an extra 10 seconds early. And what I do is I do my pass. If I'm taking a pass, I let go. I let go of the engines about halfway through the turn, and then I just kind of use them when I need them. And when right now I'm going extremely slow, and I'm just coming in, and then I press spacebar, which is reverse thrust, and you level out, you pull up, and there you go. That's how you land a
AT400.
Yep, there you go.
And off it goes.
Now, the next plane that I